Good Lord Thaddeus, Kray. What's this one going to be about? I'm going to get straight to the point. It's definitely about something, I wouldn't call it a cryptid, but it's definitely something creepy, I'll tell you that. It's about white-eyed kids, or white-eyed individuals anyway. All around, basically all along the board. Okay, what exactly are they? Well, they seem to be some kind of supernatural manifestation, there's no doubt about that. Unlike the black-eyed kids, though, they don't seem to be needing any kind of invitation to come in, so I'm not really sure if they're demonic or not. They definitely are supernatural, and they don't exactly seem to be on the good side of things either. Now, what exactly do? They seem to be harbingers of something that could happen, or possibly a foreshadowing to a death. Now, what does that have in contact? Not contact, but common with? Well, you gotta think about this. They seem to have something in common with an Irish death spirit called the Banshee. That's something in itself that is quite frightening, to say the least. It's supposedly, if you hear them, you are being told of your own death or someone close to you coming up. So these things seem to have a similar kind of MO. Not the screaming, but if they're seen, of course, that means someone is not going to be in this, this life much longer. So what does it have to do with anything? Well, this was a request, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can put this out to the best of my power. I did a little bit mild research on this, and to be honest, it was very interesting, to say the least. The fact that they don't have to be invited into your home to cause mischief, that right there, man, is kind of frightening. Make no mistake on that. Have I ever encountered one? No, I have not. Do I want to? I'd rather not, thank you. They seem to have certain things in common, like with the black-eyed individuals. Many times they're seen wearing, like clothes that are kind of outdated. Things like that. That seems to be a dead giveaway. There's even been reports of these things in people's houses. And supposedly they don't really seem to like to be in groups too much. They are more solitary, it seems to be. What do I think they are? I can't tell you. Like I said, I've never experienced anything like that, and I hope I never do. I'm not going to say they're demonic. It's very possible, especially because of the negative aspect that's attached to them. But they could also be something else. They could simply be something that simply is, its job is to warn of someone's demise pretty quickly, Like I said, there have been many sightings all over the world of these creatures. And like I said, they're not near as commonly known as the black-eyed individuals, so they seem to be a rarity. But at the same time, they seem to have other kind of abilities, telepathic. They seem to be real good, like I said, about being harbingers of something bad that's going to happen. And that right there, of course, means that, well, whatever it is, you stay prayed up as best you can. And you definitely, if you ever encounter something like that, I would definitely try to tune into the Word of God real quick. Because honestly, something like that needs to be paid. I would advise you, if you ever come in contact with something like that, do not take it lightly. Pay attention. The fact that they are a more rare version of something possibly very sinister and malevolent makes them even more dangerous, if you ask me. Like I said, there's been people who have said that these things just come right into their house and they see them. And like I said, bad shit happens as a result of whatever's going on. Like I said, I don't know if their job is like to cause more mayhem for people, or like the Mothman, that thing, when it's seen flying around, usually something bad goes down afterward. Are they the cause of such things? I can't tell you. Like I said, I don't really necessarily believe so. I believe that they seem to be content and just making your life a mess, but also just saying, hey, this is what's going to go down if I'm sighted. That's something which really scares me, to be honest, especially as of late. I mean, I've been dealing with so much craziness, with my own family and people passing and all that. I don't know. I really don't. But I'll tell you this. Anybody who has seen one and had something bad happen to them, they definitely have my condolences and my empathy, I'll tell you that. Whatever the case, I firmly believe that anything like that is not good. And of course, you have some people who seek these things out. Again, why do that? I cannot say that enough. Why? Why go looking for something like this? It's bad enough these things could come up to your doorstep. Why the hell would you be interested in seeking these things out? I have no clue, but I'll tell you right now, I want nothing to do with them. Nothing. Whatsoever. The way I see it, they can leave me alone, and I won't lose anyone else I care about. To be honest with you, that's kind of what's going through my head. Like I was telling you before, these things, they're attached to such bad stuff. They're definitely not good. I'm not going to say they're necessarily evil like the black-eyed kids, because I don't really know enough about this phenomenon. I figured I should put this piece out, because it might be interesting for people to really, nothing wrong with doing research. But again, be careful about, like I said, looking these things out, like searching for them. Doing research is one thing, I had to do a little research before I did this video. But at the same time, leave them alone. That's all I'm going to leave at that. If there's positive in anything, that's what you seek out. If it's negative, turn away. I just thought I should put that out there. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys be blessed and you be safe.